And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here, Lucas from Mars, as we continue with this MLB Show 22 franchise Miami Marlins rebuild. Here as we go into this series against the San Diego Padres, and we'll be playing the Padres here with their City Connect uniforms as we finish this 4-game set. Here we pitched with a couple of struggling pitchers in the rotation in the last episode here. And in this one, Mike Clevenger on the mound for the Padres. Not having a great season, so hopefully the offense can kind of take advantage of him. This will be a full game here in this one. As let's see what the offense can do against Mike Clevenger. That's a line drive that is over the glove of the shortstop Kim, and a base hit. So don't have to wait very long to get our first knock of the day. That's a single. As you see where that ball goes, and just over the glove of the shortstop. I think if he jumped a little bit sooner, that probably would have been a catch, and that would have been an out. Now, Jesus Sanchez now, he's going to drop one into the outfield and drop one for another single. So the Miami Marlins here getting off to a good start here. A couple of base hits already. And now it's Jazz Chisholm. Still only batting .233 this year. And on deck is Jorge Soler, as it's a 3-0 count now to Chisholm. Here we go. And the 3-0 is way up there, way high. And ball 4. So we got already 3 base runners here. We got a walk. And we got the bases loaded for Jorge Soler, who has been excellent, been the second best hitter on the team this year, batting .293, and with 8 home runs, which is tied for 6th in the National League, and a near 900 OPS. He's been very, very good this season, and he's got a huge chance as that is a ball below the knees, and so it's a 3-1 count now, as a big-time spot here, as that is a swing and a miss, though, on a high fastball, and now the count runs full. Big count, big at bat here early on in the game. Here comes the 3-2 to Soler. Swung on and missed. And that was a fastball right down the middle. Jorge Soler really should have crushed that ball, but he doesn't. And then Jesus Aguilar, it looks like he will get an RBI. He does fly it into center. That's going to be far enough and high enough to score the runner from first base, or from third base, excuse me, and that is a 1-0 lead for Miami. But I think you would be a little bit disappointed if you just got the 1 run here. Maybe you just try and get some more. Avisail Garcia, struggling this year, only batting .200. He's got first and second, 2 down. He swings and misses at that fastball. Clevenger with 22 pitches already here, and what has been a pretty rough first inning for him, but can he escape with only 1 run given up? Here comes a 0-2, is there on the corner. Strike 3, called at the knees. And Clevenger gets out of that inning. Only 1 run for the Marlins. They had bases loaded, nobody out. So, honestly, a little bit disappointing to only be leading 1-0 as we go into the bottom of the first. So in this game here, really focusing on Sixto Sanchez, who has been not great this year. 4.26 ERA and a 1.38 WHIP. I think it looked like there. And I mean, he's just had his struggles this season. So, you know, we'll see if he can kind of get back on track here against the San Diego lineup, as he runs the count full to Trent Grisham here with 1 down. And that ball is drilled into the gap. And that ball is down. Bounces over the wall for a ground rule double. So a man on second in scoring position for Eric Hosmer. That ball gets away. And over to third goes Grisham now. The tying run 90 feet away on the wild pitch from Jesus Sanchez, who, you know, he's been struggling this season, and certainly not what you like to see him struggling here early on in this game in the first inning, as that's a ground ball, and Eric Hosmer cashes in immediately with a single, and we're tied up at 1 apiece. So Eric Hosmer takes advantage of the double and then the wild pitch to get a run across. And that is going to be an out. That's the end of the first inning. So each team with a run here in the first. And each team with 2 hits in the first inning, 1-1. The score here at the end of 1 in this ball game. So we go to the top of the second now, and Miguel Rojas coming up to the plate, and Miguel Rojas, yeah, he's been not great this season, only batting 196, as he will start the inning. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. Slider way outside of the zone, not a great pitch at all. The third K for Clevenger here already tonight. And, man, Miguel Rojas struggles at the plate continue. And really looking forward to when we can get a guy off that's a swing and a miss at a high fastball. Now Astudillo swings and misses. Trying to remember who's on the injured list. That is a second baseman that can take Rojas' spot when he comes back. I'm not sure. I can't remember who that player is. But either way, Miguel Rojas not hitting the ball very well at all this season. As we go into the bottom of the second, Jorge Alfaro up, batting .259 this year. And an 0-1 to him is a swing and a miss at a four-seamer, 99 miles an hour. So Sanchez's velocity is surely there. Looking to recover from kind of a rough first inning where he gave up a couple of hits and a run. Now an 0-2 to Alfaro is swung on and missed. As that's a change up down at the knees. And man, oh man, one strikeout. That's his first. That's the first for 6-0, and that's a ball plopped into left field for another hit. So the third hit of the game. And Sanchez looking to limit the damage. Here's Jerickson Profar, and he will strike out on a changeup. That was a nasty pitch. And Profar, man, looking silly there on that swing. As now Sergio Alcantara coming up here with 2 out in the inning. And the Friar trying to get this ball club going here and hype up the crowd a little bit. The crowd is not really doing much in response to him, but either way, that's ball 4. So a walk puts 2 men on base here with 2 away. I think these jerseys here, as Jake Cronenworth comes up for San Diego, is very interesting. I like these City Connect jerseys. I mean, the blue helmet, all blue helmet is weird to me, but it looks like it works as that ball is drilled into the gap there in the right center field, and it's gone. Gonna hang a star on that baby as Jake Cronenworth gets his 8th home run of the year. I think that's sad, and it's a 3-run lead for the Padres. As a man, oh man, Jake Cronenworth 408. That ball just kept going into the corner there in right center field. And a massive homer. It's 4-1. San Diego on top. That'll be the end of the second inning. But, man, in the inning, Jake Cronenworth and rocking these City Connect jerseys launches one over the wall for a homer. And it's a 4-1 lead. And for Marlins offense that has just struggled scoring runs this season and has only scored 2 runs in the first 2 games in the series, certainly not the beginning that you were wanting them to see. And that is a crazy good play by their third baseman, Sergio Alcantara, I think, is playing third base. And look at that play. Wow, diving from his bottom, throwing it over to first base. That was a really impressive throw right there. And that is a strikeout of Jazz Chisholm there on the slider, swinging and missing at that pitch. And so middle of the third here, still 4-1. And yeah, I mean, you have a pink sleeve and a blue sleeve, and you have pink letters on the back, and a yellow on the name. It's just a very interesting jersey, I would say. As that 2-2 is a ground ball, that's going to be foul. Eric Hosmer staying alive. And this at bat, that's a swing and a miss. On a change up there. Great, great pitch, and way early on it, as you can see, is Eric Hosmer. Maybe expecting something else there on that full count pitch, and 6-0 with his third strikeout of the game, and he gets another one there as that ball's down below the zone, and 6-0 with back-to-back strikeouts here in this third inning. And now it's Jorge Alfaro, who struck out his first time up, as 6-0 Sanchez trying to recover from a bad second. That is a line drive, and it's caught to end the bottom of the third. So, gives up a hit in that inning, but overall does not give up a run. Still not a great day from 6-0, but that is a strike 3 swing, and he checks it, but it's a strike. And Mike Clevenger with his 4th K. As now Miguel Rojas comes up, he struck out back in the second inning. And let's see what he can do here as he swings, drives that 4-seam fastball, but right to the right fielder. And the offense here for Miami, this is the issue. The offense here for Miami has gone completely cold in this game, as they have not gotten a run since the first inning, and continue to struggle. We're in the 5th now, 2 out in the inning. That's a swing and a drive by Joey Wendell, and he gets on base. That's his second hit of the game, and Joey Wendell's been pretty good this season for Miami, and he gets on base again here. So, let's see what happens. Can the offense do anything here? Jesus Sanchez is up 1 for 2 on the day. He takes that 4-seam fastball down the middle, 1 and 2 single in his last at bat. A guy has over 1 OPS and batting .330. Here comes the 0-1. It's a drive out to left field. Racing back his left fielder. And he can't. He's run down the room as that ball is gone. Sixto Sanchez with his 9th home run of the year just continues to absolutely rake. And this young player turning into a star here in Miami, as he now takes the team lead with 9 home runs. And, it's just a ball that just barely gets out, but a home run is a home run. Jorge Soler will swing and miss and strike out, but Jesus Sanchez makes it a 1-run game here as Miami trails by a run. It's 3-4. Both teams with 6 hits halfway home here in this game. And the Marlins right back in it. So we go bottom 5. 6-0 Sanchez trying to maybe get through 5 innings in this game as Trent Grisham leads it off here. Can 6-0 get out of this 5th inning? That was a slider there. Their changeup, that was high. Not a great location. Trent Grisham, though, swings and misses at that changeup way down there. And then, not a great at bat. You look at a pitch right down the middle, then you swing at that one. But 6-0 with his 5th or 6th strikeout of the game. And it looks like he will get out of the 5th inning here. So, overall, the first 2 innings really struggle, really on the struggle bus for 6-0 in this game. Gave up 4 runs in the first 2 frames, but in the last 3 innings, so end up getting 5 innings underneath him. So overall, not a great performance, but not an awful performance considering what the first 2 innings were for him. As Jesus Aguilar comes on up 1 for 1 with the base hit in his plate appearances. That is a ball that runs up and hits him. So he gets on base for the 3rd time tonight. As now Rojas grounds it right to what you don't want to see, a double play. Yes, they do get them out at first base. That was a really, really close call there at first, but it does work out, and they do indeed get the double play. And a 3-4 lead. Here we go into the bottom of the 6th. Nomar Mazar comes on up 0 for 2 in the game to this point with a strikeout and a ground out. Let's see what he can do here leading off the bottom of the 6th. As Tanner Scott comes on in here, and Tanner Scott this season, he's been perfect in 6 innings, has not given up a run in the area of nothing. So looks to continue that trend here as Nomar Mazar swings and misses four-seam fastball there, inside corner, strike 3, and that is a beautiful pitch. 2 out in the inning for Jackson Profar, who hits it into a ground ball, and they throw it over to second base. That's in time, and that will end the bottom of the 6th inning. So we're through 6, still a 3-4 lead. Luis Garcia now coming on for San Diego, and he's been quite good out of the bullpen. 11 innings and a 0 ERA, 7 strikeouts to 2 walks. And he has been very, very good, only giving up a couple of hits in 11 innings, it seems like, as Brian De La Cruz here comes on up. His first time that we've called his name as he's back in the starting lineup again here this season. And he will swing and crush one into deep left center field. That ball's got a chance, and that ball's gone. Brian De La Cruz, with his 3rd bomb of the year, ties the game at 4. Perfect swing timing on that ball, and a big-time home run to tie it up here in the 7th inning. Brian De La Cruz rewarding, putting him back in the starting lineup. He was, started the season in the starting lineup, but he was struggling. Moved him to the bench. Now he's back in the starting lineup again, and he just hit a bomb there. And now Jorge Soler, his 2nd time striking out in this game, as we're middle of the 7th inning here. 7th inning stretch time, and Brian De La Cruz makes these Padres fans a little bit more nervous in this game as he cranks one over the wall in a 4-4 tie here for Miami, here middle of the 7th. So we go now top of the 8th, and Jesus Aguilar comes on up again, 1-for-1, as he's been a hit, walked, and had his RBI single in this game. So he's been on base a few times. Now a 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Slider way outside of the zone, and Damelson Lamet gets him looking silly there. Now 2 men on for Williams Astudillo, as he will hit a ground ball. That's picked up, bobbled a little bit, but Astudillo very slow in time to recover and get the out. And I mean, you see here 11 hits for Miami, as they're able to get runners on base, but kind of being able to score those guys has been a problem all year for them. As Dylan Flo now comes on in, and like the other pitcher earlier, he's gone 7 innings. He has not given up a run yet. And he will pitch here in the bottom of the 8th. Nomar Mazara is up 3-1 to him. Swings and misses at a beautiful circle changeup there at the knees. Now a full count pitch, and that is on the corner for strike 3. What a perfect borderline strike right there by Dylan Flo. Man, right on the border. That is a beautiful pitch and a key second out here in the 8th inning. So now 1-2. Jorge Alfaro is up here. He's 0-for-3 in the game. He struck out at least once, and that is a ground ball over to short. Rojas picks it up. A great throw by Rojas there to get the out. And middle of the 8th, or end of the 8th, excuse me, we go into the 9th. All tied up, and like we've seen a lot this season, a really close game late in the afternoon, as Sixto Sanchez crushes one down the line, and it's just foul. Man, Jesus Sanchez with nearly his 2nd home run of the game, and then he strikes out on a pitch right on the corner from Lamet. Man, not a great at-bat. I mean, Jesus Sanchez there, that pitch right on the corner. I'm not mad at all at Sanchez taking that pitch. So, I mean, you go from, what looks like a home run to a strikeout there. That is very unfortunate. That will be a fly out, though, and end of the 9th. So, man, a ball that was just a few feet from giving the Marlins the lead, and now we go into the bottom of the 9th. With San Diego a chance to walk it off. Manny Machado coming on off of the bench here on his off day. Pinch hitting here, and he will swing at an 0-2. Grounds it over to short. That's going to be the throw over to first base is offline. It pulls Aguilar off the bag, and Rojas in error here, there at E6, and now a man on. as that's going to be about bunt laid down. This is going to be a really good bunt, and they're going to call him safe as he beats it. Jerison Profar beats the bunt down the line, and now 2 men are on here with nobody out. So the game-winning run is in scoring position for Jake Cronenworth. 1 for 4. He's got an RBI today. Aguilar grounds it out. What a play. That was a great stop by Jesus Aguilar. That ball gets past him. The game is over, and they do take care of the out and get the force at first, and now it's all up to Trent Grisham here. Winning run, 90 feet away, 2 for 4. He's had a successful night on the plate, triple and a double. And now Dylan Flo, a massive pitch here, and it's a fly ball into center. Sanchez settling under it, and he makes the catch. That's going to end the ninth. Man, Dylan Flo, a little bit sketchy there in that ninth inning, but he does get the 3 outs that they need. And we go into the extra innings here, into the 10th. And Bill Chrismack coming on for the Padres. He's been pretty good in 7 innings. And here is Jorge Soler. He is only 1 for 11 in this series, and he struck out twice today. So he's had a pretty unsuccessful day at the plate, but he can erase all of that right now. But he strikes out again, and they're going to throw it over to first. And, oh, man, not a great day. Really struggling Jorge Soler out here. I mean, 3 strikeouts, and 2 of them on really awful pitches as well. But an 0 for 5 day, 1 for 12 in this series. He is on a cold streak. Pretty bad right now. And that was a very ugly swing. Now Avisail Garcia coming up here. And he will swing. And he sends a ball drilled into the left center gap. And that ball gets just over the fence. Home run. Avisail Garcia with a monster blast. His 3rd of the year. And Miami with the lead here in the 10th inning. Unlikely hero here for Miami in the 10th. It's 5-4 Marlins. And Miguel Rojas. What a swing. Perfect swing timing. He was right on that pitch. And a mistaken location by Chris Matt there as that ball right down the middle. And you're not going to see many pitches like that during the course of a game. You better take advantage of it. And he surely did, as that ball just gets over the fence. And now Miguel Rojas, he will hit a ground ball, but right back to the pitcher. And that will end the end of the 10th here. And Avisail Garcia, man, what a big-time hit. Clutch home run. And the Marlins here have battled all the way back down 1-4 at one point in this game. Now they lead it 5-4. Padres have not scored since the 2nd inning in this game, if you can remember. And now Nomar Mazara here comes up as Anthony Bender looks to shut the game down. 0 for 1 in save opportunities this year. He's only pitched 2.2 innings so far this season, but he does not have an ERA. Looking to get his first save of the year. And he's got Eric Hosmer up here now. And the first pitch is a ground ball to Rojas. That's a great start as Rojas does get the throw on in time this time. And 1 down here in the bottom of the 10th. So Bender looking to get his first save of the year. And he's got a good start to it here. Luke Voigt now comes on up. 1 for 4 with a single. As in this bowl game, as he is up here, 0-2 count to him. Is there on the corner at the knees. That is strike 3. Beautiful pitch from Anthony Bender, and now with 1 man on, all up to Jorge Alfaro, who's 0 for 4 in this game, 1 for 10 in this series. As here comes a 2-1 right down the middle. I don't know why Jorge Alfaro was looking at that pitch, but now down to their final strike. And here we go from Anthony Bender. The 2-2 is down low, ball 3. Do not want to put this guy up, Manny Machado, who's on deck. Do not want to have him batting at all. So here's a big-time pitch. Full count pitch with 2 down. Here comes swing and a miss. That is strike 3. Alfaro swings at ball 4, and the Marlins take this game here. They take the 3rd game of this series from San Diego on the road, 5-4. And a little bit of a comeback. Down 4-1 in that game. They get 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 7th. And then the big-time home run by Avisail Garcia to win the game in the 10th inning. And an extra inning victory for the Marlins as they will get another win. And I believe they're now 500 again on the season. Brian De La Cruz, of course, had that big home run. But, of course, the biggest blow, the Avisail Garcia homer in the 10th. And the pitching for Miami, the Marlins bullpen again. This bullpen has been so good this season, and it holds serve again. Doesn't give up any runs as you get a look at the box score here. And, decent amount of hits. 8 hits by San Diego, but triple by Grisham, a home run by Cronenworth was really the only offense to speak of, as it was a 3-run home run. Hosmer got an RBI as well. But Clevenger had 7 strikeouts, 11 total here from the San Diego pitching staff. But certainly Chris Met did not pitch well there, and Garcia gave up his first runs of the season as well. But overall, the offense did pretty well in this game here as you get a look at what you saw there. As Joey Wendell got 3 hits, he was 3 for 5. Sanchez had his 9th home run and his 17th and 18th RBIs in the game. Aguilar had a hit and an RBI. Garcia had obviously that home run, and De La Cruz was 2 for 3 with a home run, an RBI, and a run scored. As you get a look at what happens there, the home run by Garcia, Sanchez, and De La Cruz. Aguilar also added an RBI in this game. And for Sixto Sanchez, the ERA looks a little bit worse. 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 5 strikeouts. But then the bullpen, Scott 2 innings scoreless, Floro 2 innings scoreless, and Bender with his first save of the year, an inning scoreless. So certainly the bullpen was unbelievable. I mean, talking about 5 innings of scoreless baseball right there put up by the pitching staff. And so the Miami Marlins go to 500 again, 17-17 on the year. They take the third game here from the Padres, and now we go into a critical situation. We're in extra innings again as the San Diego Padres, looks like Miami blew the lead in the 9th inning in this one, and we go into the 10th, tied at 3 here. Manny Machado was up. We're going to jump on into this game as it is Mother's Day. Did forget about that. Mother's Day here, the pink bats here sported by both teams, and it looks like San Diego in their camo uniforms in this game, as that is a ground ball that ends the 10th inning. So we're going to go into the 11th here, and the Miami offense here, both of these teams exactly even on the score sheet. 6 hits for each team and 3 runs for each team, as Anderson Tejada is up 0 for 4 in this game, and he swings and misses at a circle change right down the middle. You gotta be hitting that kind of a pitch now, as Anderson Tejada swings and misses again as another curveball drops in there, and Emil Crisma gets his second strikeout. But certainly a pitch that for Anderson Tejada you definitely want to be able to crush. I mean, that was right down the middle there, as you can barely even. You can't even see these Padres uniforms in the camo. I do really like these alternate jerseys here by San Diego. The Padres have great ones. Peyton Henry up now, and he will just lightly tap that ball right out in front of the plate. That's going to end the top of the 11th inning. So nothing doing for the offense here by Miami in the top of the 11th inning. And, it would be up to Eliezer Hernandez to try and hold this game right where it is and send this one into the 12th. Here's Luke Voigt, 1 for 4 on the day. The 1-2 to him is a fly ball out into center field. De La Cruz on the move, and he can't get there. Oh, it's just past his outstretched glove, and Luke Voigt strides into second base with a double. And so the 5th double of the season for Voigt, and they got there. There was the game-winning run in scoring position immediately, and it looked like, at first that De La Cruz was going to be able to get to that ball, but it just sails over him, and that's going to be a ground ball. That's going to move Luke Voigt another 90 feet, so there he is. It's going to be really hard to hold San Diego here, as that's basically a sacrifice on that ground ball. Now it's Austin Nola And all Austin Nola has to do is hit a fly ball deep enough into the outfield. But he is going to get a base hit. Ground ball off the middle. Luke Voigt will score. And the Padres walk it off here in the 11th inning. And they will take 3 of 4 from the Miami Marlins in this series. And a 3-4 win here in extras as the Marlins fall to a game below 500 again. 17-18 on the year. And a big win for the Padres here as they, again, 3-4 from the Marlins as Liza Hernandez gets handed with the loss in this game. And, it looks like a game that the Marlins should have won. They had the lead early. They had the lead late in that game, and they just could not hold on. So we go now into this series against the Diamondbacks, and where's the offense? No score in this game in the bottom of the ninth. As we're just going to simulate to the end here. And Jazz Chisholm, so his season not going great already, and can't get much worse. He gets hurt. It's not going to be a serious injury. He's going to be out for only a few days, but certainly not what you want to see for a guy that has just really struggled offensively all year. But the Marlins, they do get 2 runs in the 10th, and Lopez, another unbelievable performance. 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. This guy is incredible. 1.85 ERA right now. His ERA just continues to drop every single start. Certainly going to be a guy that's going to be on the All-Star watch here as we get closer to the All-Star break. But one of the best pitchers in the league right now in general is Pablo Lopez. He's been incredible. So we're going to simulate here to this game and this game against Milwaukee. So simulating this Arizona series and another close, tight game. So many of these close, tight games this season. But we're going to simulate here. We're going to simulate again, and the Marlins do win another one. And it's another low-scoring kind of pitchers duel fair type of game where Miami does come on top. They score in the 9th inning. Another run really late in this one. Astudillo got a home run in this one, it looked like. Anderson got an RBI as well. As Tejada also got a hit. And, it looks like Walker got a home run. But Alcantara, okay, one of his better performances of the year. 7 innings, 3 hits, and 2 runs. He was very good. Only 3 strikeouts, but dropped his ERA significantly as Bender got his 2nd save of the year. But, you look at this calendar, and that game against San Diego was the only time this month that the Miami Marlins have scored more than 3 runs in this month. That's just not good. You're not winning. You're not going to win many games doing that. And another game where their offense is shut down. They only score 1 run in the final game against Arizona. 1-3 the loss there, and they dropped that game. So they're back to 500 once again. And we're gonna take a break here, and we're gonna look at these stats again. Just really quick here before we end the episode. Jesus Sanchez, very good this season. He's still batting very well. 9 home runs, still 18 RBIs, 321 on the average. And you look at these averages, and it's not like these averages are terrible, right? You got a lot of guys batting over 270, but it's just not a lot of RBIs, not a lot of runs being scored here by this offense right now. And Jorge Soler is certainly on a cold streak. He's only batting 261 now. He hasn't homered in a long time. And, that's a guy that was batting, 320 in the beginning of the year. And he has certainly not found much success offensively recently. Jesus Aguilar only has hit 2 home runs, but he's got 18 RBIs, batting 253 basically, and 250 average for Astudillo. And there's Jazz Chisholm, who's heating up, it seems. Got on a little bit of a hot streak, but only 2 home runs, only 7 ribbies, and only batting 239. He's still very much struggling right now. But man, look at Pablo Lopez's year he's having right now. This is an unbelievable season for him. A 1.86 ERA and a sub-1 whip. He's having a career season right now. 47 strikeouts, 3-1 win and loss record. He has been unbelievable, and he's really been the only pitcher in this bullpen and this staff that's really carrying the weight at all. Trevor Rogers and Sixto Sanchez both on cold streaks. Sandy Alcantara's ERA is 4.40. Jesus Luzardo is the only other pitcher with an ERA below 4 in that starting rotation. But, I mean, the bullpen is incredible besides Zach Pop, of course. Luis Hernandez, he's been decent, but look at the ERAs and the rest of that bullpen. It's incredible. So, either way, that's going to do it here for me. The next time we're going to pitch with, we're gonna go to the minors and the AAA debut of a pitcher that we're definitely looking forward for, and we're going to get him, and we're going to see him in his first AAA action. I'm trying to remember what the pitcher's name is. I don't know why I'm blanking so much, but the Guardians have the best record in the league, I think that's said, as they have 25 wins right now. And I know it's super early, but looking at these stats, you got Adley Rutschman and Trey Turner leading the average leaders. Adley Rutschman, man, look at this season that this rookie's putting up right now. Definitely a lot of hype around him in real life, but he has been unbelievable. 376 average right now, and he's been ridiculous. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs, I think that's sad, and you get a look at the top of your average leaders, and nowhere do we see any Marlins players, but 49 hits for Jake Cronenworth, who was, got a lot of at-bats, and Bo Bichette batting really well, batting 282 right now. He's got a lot of at-bats, though. He's got 15 doubles for Jake Cronenworth. Alec Bohm with 3 triples. Jose Ramirez on a cold streak right now, but even with that cold streak, still batting 290, still has 13 home runs, but nobody's beating Ronald Acuna Jr. right now. He has 18 bombs, through 344 on the average, of 423 on base. Oh my goodness, this guy has been incredible. 38 RBIs. And so after getting injured last year, he's just an absolute beast. 18 home runs is really, really crazy. Now then, batting second in that list, my favorite player on the Rockies right now, C.J. Cron, definitely cheering for him, as like him in real life for sure, in a Rockies team that just kind of sucks. But 18 stolen bases for Trey Turner, that's also where he gets a lot of his value. I mean, that's ridiculous. An on base of 465 for Rutschman and Anthony Santander. All right, have a good season for him. 371 slugging percentage. He's got 12 home runs already. But Ronald Acuna Jr. just dominating these stats right now. Then you go to the pitching here. 14 saves from Emmanuel Clase, the young closer here for Cleveland. He's been excellent. And Giovanni Gallegos leading the lead with 14 saves for the Cardinals. But here's the ERA leader, Zach Thompson. Now, certainly don't think this will last the whole year. He's a C potential player and just not a great pitcher ratings-wise, but my goodness, a 1.42 ERA. He has been great. The best pitcher in the league. Pablo Lopez ranked 5th right now in terms of ERA for the entire league. A top 5 pitcher for the Miami Marlins. It shows you what kind of a season he's having. High-end Ryu here. Of course, we already showed you, I think we showed you him and his numbers. He got hurt. He is on the IL, unfortunately. But before he got hurt, 59 innings and only had given up, 8 runs. It was ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous, though, Shohei Ohtani is absolutely ridiculous. Look at these numbers. 1.19 ERA in 60 innings. And the offense, it's not bad. Not bad. But, the fact that he can do both of those, a guy that in my opinion, probably should have won the MVP again this year. I know Aaron Judge won it in real life, but I think Shohei Ohtani probably should have won it, honestly. But, man, he has been ridiculous in this game and in the season. You saw very interesting. You saw another pitcher there from the Angels there. Max Scherzer has been crazy good. 67 strikeouts for him is ridiculous. But Shohei Ohtani leading the league in terms of innings pitched. And that's going to be it for me. The whip leaders there. Jack Gallen has been very good. Shohei Ohtani as well. But that'll do it for me. Guys, have a great Thanksgiving. Next time we'll go down to the minors. We'll pitch with a pitcher making his AAA debut, and then we'll play a game against against a good team in the Milwaukee Brewers. But guys, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great Thanksgiving break, and I will see you next time. God bless.